Hello and welcome to this virtual workshop. I'm going to do Libertango by Astor Piazzolla, and this arrangement that I hope you've been able to print out is done by Alan Dunn, who's a wonderful accordion player living in London, and he does a lot of the session music. So if you've heard a lot of accordion music in pop songs, it's probably Alan Dunn. He's usually the man who does all that down there. So, great tune, fantastic for practicing slowly, and it teaches you a couple of lovely things on both hands and loads of different ways of practicing it. Okay, so let's just try the right hand first. Okay, so after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, off, 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 whoops, off, off. Okay, and over that first part, you've got this fantastic bass line, and the whole point of Libertango is the bass line. So if you can get your bass line absolutely nailed first, I would do it separately, both hands separately. This comes back time and time again. So what we're doing is A minors, okay, all block chords, and to try and sound a little bit more like a bandoneon, that's why I'm playing on the kind of 3 reeds and a lower reed voicing rather than the musette or the swan coupler. So and on the basses I would put down a nice heavy bass, but we're playing block chords all the time and we're playing crisp. And what I would suggest first is just we play one block chord, okay, and to the right hand. So wherever you see, so the first 2 bars, for example, are all A minor. So just play 1 A minor for the first bar and 1 A minor for the second bar. Like this, I'll just illustrate first. 2, 3, 4. The reason we're going to do that is for you to get your location on the bass, and as soon as you've played that second bar, move your fingers to the next basses. Okay, it gives you plenty of time to get into the right position, and it teaches your left hand where it's going, up, down, across, or whatever. Okay, and try and stick to the fingering as indicated. And if you find it difficult, just put in your own fingering. My fingering is my fingering because I just enjoy it that way. But I hope it's helpful, and if not, please use the one that you feel more comfortable in. Okay, so just 1 block chord per bar, and get to that next chord so that you're ready to start, because it's the first chord which is actually playing where your right hand is playing is not playing anything, it's a rest. So it's very important that we get that first of all. Okay, so let's from the beginning, just the A part. 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor. Again. This is an interesting one. So you go from there, from F sharp, 3rd finger, F sharp counterbass of D, and you want your thumb to here. Can you see that underneath there? Your thumb to play the C diminished. If you can't see that, I mean I can see it because I can see my phone, but if you can't see that, try putting a mirror tile on your music stand or on another music stand, just so you can see that location, because it's really helpful rather than peering over your accordion. So let's go from bar 10. Sorry, yes. Bar 10, we've got A minor over G. Sorry, bar 9. Let's go for bar 9. A minor over G. 3, 4. Oh, my fault. 3, 4. Then F diminished. That's your whole bass line. Now it's a tricky bass line, but if you just do it that slowly, you'll find out where you're going each time. And as soon as you've played the second bar in each phrase, move to the next phrase. That's the most, to the next bass run. Okay, so let's just try that again. We're going A minor, then we're going to A bass note with a B major chord. Then we're changing our fingers to go to A to D minor, back to an A minor, and then going down to 4 on the G fundamental and A minor, and then just cross over from your G to the F sharp, counterbass of D, put that in place first, and then get your diminished with your thumb, okay, and then we're going down to an F minor diminished, so I would then feel my way to find my C, go to my F, and then play F with the diminished there. If you keep your thumb on the C diminished, it's only one down, one more button down there. Okay, and then I would go back to the F normal position, find my C, zip up to E. I'm stroking my bass all the way along E, and then we've got the E7. Okay, and the rhythm you're trying to get with this is, for the basses, it's the same all the way through. It's a dotted crotchet, dotted crotchet, crotchet. So it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Quite. I'll play it to you that speed, and then you can see how it works. Okay, 2 3 4. So I know that's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach, but you will get there. And the other way to do it is to mark your score. Okay, so mark your score on the 1st, the 4th, and the 7th quaver, and that's where your basses come in. So it goes 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And if you mark them on your music, you don't have to keep counting like that, because that will do your head in. And the last thing I want to say about this is that although we're trying to play 3 block chords per bar, there, in the words of Stan Salzman, there is no note so important it can't be left out. So I wouldn't play the very last chord of the 2nd bar. So I would play ba dee da dee dee da da, ba dee da ba da da da, and I wouldn't play that last one because I want to move to get into position. And if you don't make a B note face, no one's going to know. No one's going to think, where's that chord gone? Okay, if you listen slowly and watch how fast I go to the next chord shift. Okay, 3 4. So I'm already getting there. Okay, so don't worry about that last one. Just play 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4. Move, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4. Move, and 1 2 3 4 5. So it gives you plenty of time to move, and you can do this much slower. So once more on the A part. 2 3 4. part is exactly the same bass line, but with less notes in it. So let's just try both hands on the second part. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second part, because there's much less happening on the right hand, you might feel that you can play 3 chords per bar, in which case it will be like this: 1, 2, B part, 3, 4. When you're playing slowly, it's very, very difficult not to break the long notes and phrases with your bellows. Don't worry about your bellows yet, just get both hands working, because there's enough to think about in this. When you start to play it faster, because it's usually played a little bit faster than this, you will get a much better handle on your bellows. And try not to cut up the phrases. If you have to cut them up, do it dramatically, and then it looks like you mean it. Okay. A couple of things on different notes you can add in here. I would, yes, on the B part, on bar 1, 2, on the third bar of the B part, where you'll go to that B, I do what I call a lazy grace note, as it says in your music. So you just want to play a kind of A sharp to the B, so it goes. You're doing one of those. And the same thing at bar 25, I think it is. Yeah, bar 25. You're going to do a quick B C to the D. Okay. So if I go, if I go from bar 21. Here we go. So it's that little da 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 that you can just put in. Okay. Or you can leave them just as long notes. They're lovely as long notes. And another lazy grace note on the first bar of the next line. So you're going on the F diminished. Where are we? And as I've marked on the last bar, you can add in, if you put your thumb on that low E, you can hold that down while you play. Okay, so you're just adding in notes where you can. Usually, if you can hold down a note with your thumb, if it's a low note, you've got these 4 fingers to put some more notes in. Or if you're holding a high note with your 5th finger, you've got these four fingers to add notes to. So it's that kind of idea that you can always add in a few notes if you want to. And then we get into this lovely section from bar C section from bar 33. Okay, and slight change in the chords, but they're all the same rhythm until we get to bar 35, and they're all long block chords. So let's just play. I'll play you from bar 33 slowly so you can hear how it goes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. if you can make sure that whatever finger you land on that E, get your 5th finger in position. Don't let go of the E. So, you know, change till you get to the 5th, because then you want to put your hands in position for the next chord, which is D and E over the crack with your thumb, and an A and a B with your 2nd and 3rd fingers, and you hold it all down. And rather than go, we're going to do bellows. We're going to just do a little bellow shakes. You're going to go out, in, out, in, out. Okay, a 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one is a yank. Okay, that's a technical term, and this is how it goes. Okay, here we go, and so it's a nice yank, and then you really stop it so that you get that nice dramatic effect. Okay, let's try that again. 1, hands in position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's just play from bar 33. Okay, and to the yank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was terrible. Let's try that again. 3. Sorry about that. 3, 4. And then the very final part is again the same as the first part on the bass, slightly different on the right hand. So let's just try that nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another way of trying it of an ending, just a different ending rather than just one long note. Okay, so I'm going to play this a little bit faster now for you to practice to, so you can play this again and again hopefully, and so try just each hand separately and then try putting them together. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. very much. Hope you have fun with Libertango.